Hi everybody, I'm Takti Dev. Welcome back to my channel Explore Beyond Labels. In my last session or my video, I had talked about 100% responsibility, and today I would like to talk on the same topic but little diverting myself for specifically for parents with neurodiverse children or adults. For them, what does 100% responsibility mean? Well, we already have a neurodiverse child or an adult. So, what do? We cannot wait for people to change around us. We can't always complain, or we cannot make excuses for them and go into a victim mode. We have to stop complaining and overthinking the problem of our child. Instead, we have to do something for them. So, what do? We have to start adapting to the way they are and then accepting the way they are. And with that will come the way we can empower them. Then we start looking for ways and means to empower them. So, what I would say that parents like us should now stand up and take the courage and make a list that these are the things that make me go out of control or I am not able to manage my child. They throw tantrums, they have meltdowns. Easier said than done. I am a parent of a neurodiverse adult now. I've had the same fear when she was small. She would have meltdowns, she would have a lot of tantrums, then she had obsessively, she would want to stay with her phone, if she liked the phone or the television. So there were a lot of things that we were struggling with. But slowly, I started adjusting, I started adapting to her. What is it that makes her do certain things and what she likes, what she doesn't like? Then I started accepting her. We cannot change the environment. Remember that. We cannot change the environment for them. People will say what they say. So, start accepting your child the way it is. Let them go out into the world. Take them everywhere. Don't be conscious. That's the first step and courage you have to bring in yourself. I also many a times, I would say even in my own family gathering, with my parents or my sisters, if they were having a party or if they were having some get together, I would always say, oh, let Ria be at home because she is more comfortable and safe in her own environment. But slowly, I started changing that. I started taking her out. Initially, it was very difficult, even for my own family, to accept Ria. So they used to also feel sometimes embarrassed. And sometimes even I as a parent would feel embarrassed. Then I said, why am I embarrassed? She is seeing the world the way she wants to see it. If people understand her, very good. If they don't, that's not my problem. My problem is to see that she is having a good time and she is safe. So never be ashamed to take your neurodiverse child outside. And if people have to say anything, let them. And what do you need for that? Courage. So build your courage and start changing this in your life. Start from the childhood. By the time they become an adult, you will also change within you, and you will make other people around you change how they look at your child. So, the one formula that we all as parents with great difficulty, but over time I'm sure we can do it, is follow the formula E plus R is equal to O. E means events, means what the child is doing. We have no control over it. So we have no control over the events or the tantrums or what is going to come and what the child would do or the adult will do. Then comes O. O is the outcome. So we don't know, but we want a good outcome. It is again not in our control, but we want a good outcome. So where is it that we have control? Is R, which is called response. So we have to stop reacting when they start throwing their tantrums or when they are having their meltdowns. We have to move or take 2 steps back, calm ourselves down, let them throw their tantrums, let them be, as long as they are not harming themselves. And then maybe if they're small, we can give them a hug and give them that love, or there is no question of trying to explain to them something and or discipline them at that time. It's not going to work. All you have to let them do, let it out, and you keep yourself calm, saying, okay, this is the meltdown they're having, let it out. And you just keep supporting them, they're saying, it's okay, I know you are upset, I know you're upset, something is upsetting you, it's fine, everything will become okay. That's how I used to do with my daughter. She had very, very big meltdown. She had meltdowns in school, she had meltdowns at home. I've had her throwing things. So I would just make the environment safe and not respond or try to discipline or explain anything to her at that point of time. I would take a step back. I will try and first calm myself down and not be hyper and calm her. So what happens? The outcome also becomes calmer. I know it's easier said than done, but that is the formula we have to keep practicing and following. So I think this is a formula which we should keep in our mind. We have to first change ourselves and try to, as we change ourselves, the way we think about our child, it will automatically change the environment around you and how people look at your child. So, where does it all begin? With you. As a parent, with you. It's tough, but believe me, over the years, it does become a habit and you don't have that much of stress. That's why I say, adapt, accept, and empower them. So by the time they reach adulthood, we have started empowering them to become great individuals and teaching them how to enjoy their life in their own way. So I hope that parents with neurodiverse children or adult, this helps you in some way. I have experienced it, so I have made it a mission to do it as a life coach for the parents who have neurodiverse children or adults. If there's any way I can help, you can go to my website www.explorebeyondlabels.com. You can fill a form. We can have a 30 minutes free clarity call where we can talk about anything that you would like to talk to me about. And if you're comfortable, you can come to me for sessions. You can do offline, online sessions, whatever suits you. And I also have a number on my website where you can, if you don't want to fill the form, drop a message on WhatsApp. I'll get back to you. So please remember, you are not alone. I'm there to support you. So you are not walking alone. Thank you. See you soon.